I think the hardest thing was just seeing him fade away. And you were helpless. There's nothing we could do. I'm Sarah Young and I am Ollie Young's mum. We noticed Ollie's sleep pattern wasn't quite right and he used to tell us that he had a dizzy head. You saw him walking down the road, he would sort of just veer to the right and he just wasn't Ollie. I think I typed in dizziness. There was a list of about 80 things that the possibilities it could be, and right at the bottom was a brain tumour. Ollie was diagnosed with an incurable brain tumour, unfortunately the worst one he could possibly have, and we got told that he had 2 weeks to live. Sort of our world fell apart, and within the space of 10 days he'd gone from being a typical little boy to someone who couldn't walk straight, he couldn't sit up. It was amazing how quick it had all happened. I thought we were in the best possible place with the hospital, but Helen House was by far the best thing that we ever did. We got to Helen House and it just felt like this is where he should be. They welcomed him in with crisps and nuts and juice, which is what Ollie was about. He that's just all of his favourite things. So he made friends straight away, and it wasn't a hospital environment whatsoever. They had our best interests at heart as well, and nothing was never ever too much trouble. I think the hardest thing was just seeing him fade away. And you were helpless. There's nothing we could do. It was 16th of January, I remember. I took him up to bed, I laid him back down, and he just went blue. And I just thought, in my heart, just thought, this isn't how he should go. And the ambulance, they just felt like they were here within seconds. They were just amazing. They were doing CPR and they doing other stuff in the ambulance, and then he was alive. So we asked if we can go back to Helen House, which they welcomed us within, open arms, and it was just amazing. And he lasted another 7 weeks at Helen House. We were planning his birthday. I think I knew deep down that he wouldn't be here for it. He just deteriorated every day. He was deteriorating. So 2 days before his birthday, 25th, that he sort of did go downhill quite quickly. I remember I was reading him his favourite stories, and he turned up at me and he just opened his eyes. It's the first time he's opened his eyes for 2 days. And it was the last time. Me and his dad, we would take it in turns with cuddles and almost fighting over who's going to get the cuddle this time. You were holding his hand and it just went really cold, and you knew that was his body shutting down. I woke up and he was just sort of lying there, and his breathing had completely changed, and he took a breath, and I just thought, this is it. So I just picked him up and gave him a cuddle, and he took another last breath. That was it. They still took care of us, even though Ollie wasn't there. We didn't have to do anything for Ollie, I suppose, any longer. Their care to us was just still ongoing. They were just always there for us. I remember sitting here thinking, I can't just sit here. I can't just do nothing. And this is where Ollie Young Foundation was born. The one thing that Ollie Young Foundation does is we support brain tumour research, and I think within the first 16 months we'd raised over £100,000. But on the back of that, we wanted to support Helen Douglas House because of how much they helped us throughout. We couldn't have got through what we did without them. I was one of these people that I didn't give to charity unless it was from the heart. People aren't going to relate to us unless it's actually happened to them. With Ollie, we were just normal, everyday people. It did happen to us, and I thank every day that Helen House was there for us, which is why people need to, if they have that £5 in their pocket, that's where the money needs to go, because you just never know what happens around the corner.